The modern Olympic Games or Olympics are leading international sporting events featuring summer and winter sports, competitions in which thousands of athletes from around the world participate in a variety of competitions. The Olympic Games are considered the world's foremost sports competition with more than 200 nations participating. The Olympic Games are held every 4 years, alternating between the summer and winter games, every 2 years in the 4 year period. Their creation was inspired by the ancient Olympic Games, ancient Greek, which were held in Olympia, Greece from the 8th century BC to the 4th century AD. Aaron Pierre de Coubertin founded the International Olympic Committee in the 1894, leading to the first modern games in Athens in 1896. The International Olympic Committee is the governing body of the Olympic movement, with the Olympic Charter defining its structure and authority. The Games have grown so much that nearly every nation is now represented. This growth has created numerous challenges and controversies, including boycotts, doping, bravery, and a terrorist attack in 1972. Every 2 years, the Olympics and its media exposure provide athletes with the chance to attain national and sometimes international fame. The Games also constitute an opportunity for the host city and country to showcase themselves to the world. The Olympic movement uses symbols to represent the ideals embodied in the Olympic Charter. The Olympic symbol, better known as the Olympic rings, consists of the 5 intertwined rings and represents the unity of the 5 inhabited continents: Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. The colored version of the rings, blue, yellow, black, green, and red, over a wide field forms the Olympic flag. These colors were chosen because every nation had at least one of them on its nation flag. The athletes or teams who placed first, second, or third in each event received medals. The winner received gold medals, which were solid gold until 1912, then made of gilded silver and now gold plate silver. Every gold medal, however, must contain at least 6 grams of pure gold. The runners-up receive silver medals and the third-place athletes are awarded bronze medals. In events contested by a single elimination tournament, third place might not be determined and both semi-final losers receive bronze medals. At the 1896 Olympics, only the first two received a medal, silver for first and bronze for second. The current three-medal format was introduced at the 1904 Olympics. From 1948 onward, athletes placing 4th, 5th, and 6th have received certificates, which became officially known as victory diplomas. In 1984, victory diplomas for 7th and 8th place finishers were added. At the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens, the gold, silver, and bronze medal winners were also given olive wreaths. The FIFA World Cup, often simply called the World Cup, is an international association football competition contested by the senior men's national teams, the sport's global governing body. The current format involves a qualification phase, which takes place over the preceding 3 years, to determine which teams qualify for the tournament phase. In the tournament phase, 32 teams, including the automatically qualifying host nations, compete for the title of venues within the host nations over about a month. The 21 World Cup tournaments have been won by 8 national teams. Brazil have won 5 times, and they are the only team to have played in every tournament. The other World Cup winners are Germany and Italy, with 4 titles each. Argentina, France, and inaugural winner Uruguay with 2 titles each, and England and Spain with 1 title each. The World Cup is the most prestigious association football tournament in the world, as well as the most widely viewed and followed sporting event in the world, exceeding even the Olympic Games. Cumulative viewership of all matches of the 2006 World Cup was estimated to be 26.29 billion, with an estimated 715 million people watching the final match, and 9% of the entire population of the planet. 70 countries have hosted the World Cup. Brazil, France, Italy, Germany, and Mexico have each hosted twice. while Uruguay, Switzerland, Sweden, Chile, England, Argentina, Spain, the United States, Japan, and South Korea, South Africa, and Russia have each hosted once. Qatar will host the 2022 tournament, and the 2026 will be jointly hosted by Canada, the United States, and Mexico, which will give Mexico the distinction of being the first country to host games in 3 World Cups. No sporting events captivate a global audience like the World Cup and Olympics. Roughly half of the world's population waiting to see at least a part of each spectacle. When analyzing the World Cup versus Olympics debate, no clear winner emerged. However, TV ratings suggest that the Olympics has a slight edge. We are restricting the World Cup versus Olympics TV ratings analysis to the Summer Olympics. The sports in the Summer Olympics are relatable. Running, jumping, and swimming are far more common than curling. Cross-country, skiing, and bobsled will never be, and TV ratings reflect the familiarity advantage of the Summer Olympics. The Olympics are the world's largest sporting tournament, and the World Cup have more fans. I think the two are equally complex in nature, and the World Cup needs more coordination on a national level, while the Olympics need more coordination on a city region of a country. One could make the argument that one other the other is training, but I think it really depends on the readiness of the country. Germany probably didn't have to put nearly as much into preparations as South Africa. Just like LA 84 was very different than Beijing 2008. The Beijing 2008 opening ceremony was the most watched event in history, so that right there speaks volumes. We also have to consider the Paralympic as well, but I wouldn't lump summer and winter games together, as they take place 2 years apart in separate cities and countries. It's a very interesting thing to compare both sporting events. FIFA World Cup is concerned with one of the only sport, which is football, while on the other hand Olympics handles tons of sporting events side by side every 4 years. If we compare the number of countries qualifying for any of the above events, then Olympics wins. If we compare the number of tourists visiting host countries, then FIFA World Cup wins that race as FIFA organized World Cup in multiple cities in a country, while in case of Olympics most of the games are organized in one city only. Finally, if we talk about the view count of the both sporting events, then both are near to each other. Last Olympics and World Cup are hosted by the same country. The view count of Olympics and Football World Cup is 3.5 billions and 3.2 billions respectively. Also, it has been seen in the past that FIFA World Cups engage more audience as number of online viewers of the FIFA World Cup is much higher than Olympics. Thanks for watching.